Coming up in Born to be Wild, vets Alistair and Liam size up their latest patient.
He looks very, very alert. He looks as though he's ready to take on the world, I think.
A swan family gets a health checkup.
Just checking everything and make sure we don't miss something.
And Bertie the water vole is Nicola's cleanest patient.
This is actually the only toilet-trained animal, I think, in the whole centre.
Scotland's stunning landscape plays host to some of the rarest and most highly protected wildlife in the UK, including red squirrels, peregrines, pine martens, and ospreys. These animals can often find their way to the National Wildlife Rescue Centre, where the team work closely with conservation organisations to help them back to the wild. And while the centre's main focus is on the care of every animal, no matter how common, the centre has a key role to play in helping conserve Scotland's more endangered species. Vets Liam Reid and Alistair Lorry are sizing up their next patient, who looks to be quite a handful.
We have a white-tailed sea eagle. He seemed to have been found on a rock somewhere. Hadn't been moving for a few days, and somebody managed to catch him, which is quite a feat for catching a sea eagle.
Obviously shouldn't be able to walk up to a sea eagle.
He looks very, very alert. He looks as though he's ready to take on the world, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which probably is.
I'm sure he knows we're here. They've got amazing vision.
He's not a sick bird by the look of him, so he's going to be a bit of
He's going to try and catch us.
Formidable
Yeah,
patient
definitely.
that's going to want to get us as much as we want to get him.
The white-tailed eagle, also known as the sea eagle, was driven to extinction in the UK as a result of hunting, egg collecting and poisoning. They were reintroduced to Scotland in the 1970s, but with a breeding pair only fledging one chick every 2 years, it's a slow process, and they continue to remain rare. The white-tailed eagle is one of the world's biggest. Standing at a height of almost a metre, they're strong, versatile hunters who mainly feed on fish, but have been known to lift animals as large as a roe deer.
I catch or you catch?
Don't mind.
I suspect you meant you do mind. His head has got a great big beak, which obviously can do a lot of damage, but the main thing with birds of prey is restraining and controlling their feet, because they'll do you a huge amount of damage. Unfortunately, once they kind of lock onto you and grab hold of you, they don't let go.
No.
So it's rather undesirable.
Eagles are difficult birds to handle in terms of their size and their strength.
Very alert.
Yeah.
And he no bother hopping between the two perches.
But very rewarding if you can actually get them to that stage where they're releasable.
Need to get the net off.
Yep. What's the best way for us to do this? So how about if I get legs from this side?
Need to come from the back.
Yeah.
Then, Liam.
Yep. Okay. Okay, I've got legs.
This feisty bird has plenty of spirit, and with nothing obviously wrong, Liam and Alistair begin their investigation.
You have to have total faith in the person you're working with when you're dealing with these legs.
You take left leg.
You happy?
Yep, got him. Looking at his feet, I mean, they're almost as big as my hands. They're huge.
It's got the hallux, the main toe at the back. That's the killing toe, and then the other three toes are at the front.
That's okay.
It's quite a nice clean mouth. I don't see any issues in there. We're looking into the eyes to make sure there are no visual abnormalities. It seems to be fine in there. There's no hemorrhages and everything looks normal in the retina. He didn't seem to have any disabilities when he was trying to fly.
No, he was flying quite well.
I don't see anything physically with him, which is a bit of a puzzle in terms of why is he
Why
here.
he's here? Yeah. If we're not finding something, why was he brought in?
Mm-hmm.
An initial once-over yields no clues, so it's over to the operating room to see if an X-ray will offer up any answers.
That's the safest place for a beak to be, I think.
Right.
It's so big.
It's quite heavy.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. There's always a bit of anticipation waiting for the X-ray to come through, isn't there?
Nothing obvious in the S6 anyway.
No.
Nothing significant so far.
Don't see anything massively obvious on it.
It's just too quiet, but it doesn't look ill. It's a bit of an anomaly, really. So, although we don't routinely take bloods and things from most of the patients in here, he might be one that it's worth taking a blood sample from, just to checking out. Okay.
Okay, I think we take some blood.
After a cold spell, head of small mammals Nicola spots a window of opportunity to release some prickly customers.
We're going to release quite a good lot of hedgehogs today, so that's good. They're needing to go. I've still got about 155 on site just now. So, yeah, it'd be nice to get them away.
She's going to need a helping hand from Katrina, as that's quite a backlog to work through.
Oh, we could start there. We've had them quite a while because just the cold weather, we've not been able to get them away as quick as we normally would. So, yeah, it's nice to see them go finally.
The hedgehogs are given a quick once-over before being moved into their cardboard caravans.
Hedgehogs are adorable. They're great fun to work with. They're just hilarious. You're a fat one. Nice and good. Bad thing with them is they poop a lot. Eat and poop a lot. Yeah. Yeah, there's some right big ones in here. You know, hedgehog numbers are in decline. Fine. It's so important to get all these animals back to the wild. These guys should be pretty good. Good. Cool. Right, that's this stable done.
The van is fully loaded, but someone seems to think there's room for one more.
Billy! Come on, big man, you can't go. Come on, I'm going to stinky bloody goat. Get away from me. Oh, you're very cute though.
He is.
Oh, Billy.
They're headed to the Highlands, where a member of the public has offered up their woodland for the release.
We know there's sort of no badgers and things in the area, there's no humans, there's no roads and everything, so it's quite nice way up the hills, away from people and things, so it's a nice peaceful place for them. It's good.
Heavy. I know, I was going to say.
Bit of an arm workout.
So this is our big boy Zeppelin. Very big. Pooped all over his foot. Hold on. So I'm just going to put him under here. Straight to bed, no surprise. Oh, perfect. So this is our other hedgehog, Phelps. She's a bit grumpy. She came in, she couldn't use her back legs, so we done a wee bit of hydrotherapy with her. So the swimming is obviously why she was called Phelps. Go in there. I don't think she's going to do much. Oh. We've got loads of land over here, so we're just going to go for a wee walk and see where's good and yeah, get the rest away. Oh, that one's off. It's the best part of the job, you know, it's what we all aim for. I'm out of breath. I need to go to the gym. It's nice for the hedgehogs to get them away. We've had them all winter. A lot of them have hibernated, but again, they're telling us they're needing to go as well. So it's nice to get them away, especially on a nice day.
So nice.
So nice. You ready?
With a 90% decline in hedgehogs since the 1950s, this release is a big success for the small mammal unit.
Go back to the centre, and for me, I'll need to sort out all the paperwork for the guys that we've just released.
There's still more hedgehogs back at the centre to release, so yeah, it's never ending. Yeah, there's always something going on. And
I'm surprised you've not got any owls in yet.
Vets Liam and Alistair have a puzzling case on their hands with an adult male white-tailed eagle. Numerous x-rays have found nothing obviously wrong, so they're taking the unusual step of drawing blood samples.
Well, we're looking to make sure she's no signs of any infections that we haven't identified.
I'll fill the tubes if you want to slide. Do you mind holding the line, Alistair?
Yep. Let's swab first.
Yeah.
So we always work out how much blood we can take from animals, because some of them are so small. If you take too much blood, it could be life-threatening. There's not an issue with a bird of this size. You okay there?
Yeah, we're getting it. It's just I don't want to collapse the vein with too much pressure.
Okay.
Yep.
Put that on then. Is
I'll just hold it.
A direct length then to the tip of wing, tip of the primary, yeah.
While measuring the bird's wingspan is not strictly necessary, Liam and Alistair can't resist the chance for some extracurricular study.
Twice that. I think we all got into this because we're all fascinated by animals, so yes, there's the vet aspect to it, but we've also got a sea eagle here, which is amazing. So the total thing is 6'4".
6'4", yeah.
Wow.
Almost 6.5 feet, yeah.
Huge.
Probably a male, as we thought.
Yeah.
But while these two are satisfying their curiosity, their patient is beginning to come round.
You've got the wrong hands out for holding it. I'll maybe take it from you then.
That's fine.
So they need to act fast to get him back to the aviary.
Okay.
You okay there?
Yeah, great. Right, look, let's go back with her, I think.
You okay?
You humans?
Yeah.
Right, let's go back. Yeah.
Heading for the door.
With the eagle safely in the aviary, Liam and Alistair head back to the lab.
We took some blood samples from the eagle. We're going to now have a look at the slide. This will give us a very quick indication of whether there's any infection or inflammation going on inside the bird. And what I'm trying to do is to get an impression, count the number of white cells that are there, the different types of white cells, and that can tell us a lot. It's not an incredibly high white cell count, but it's higher than normal, and the cells are reactive. Some people call them toxic cells, but they are ones that are actually actively fighting some sort of infection in this bird. So although we've seen no evidence on it in clinical examination nor on the x-rays, there is something going on. What's good about it is, yes, we're getting towards a cause, but we've got something now we can start to begin to treat and give it some medication for.
The white blood cells could indicate an infection, so the eagle is prescribed a course of antifungal medication and antibiotics.
So a little bit further forward. Fingers crossed, we're a little bit more optimistic than we were when we found nothing.
Yeah.
The UK's towns and cities provide an urban oasis for a surprising variety of Britain's wildlife, which has adapted to, and in some cases thrived, in city parks, roadside verges, brownfield sites and canals. One town-dwelling family have been brought in from the town of Falkirk.
We had a family of swans brought in yesterday because the male wasn't well. He had scratches or injuries to his feet, and the inspector that rescued them gathered up the female and the youngsters rather than disrupt the family system. They came in last night, were put into a dry pen, and we want them on a wet pen because they're much better in water. And we've just got to do it very, very quickly so that the parents don't tread on the youngsters.
It takes years of experience and confidence for Colin and Johnny to move the swans.
That's you. Okay, done.
It might not be very dignified, but it is necessary to stop the swans from accidentally harming the cygnets. And with Mum and Dad safely out the way, rounding up the 7 cygnets is significantly easier. But they are not so sure of their new environment.
Oh, there he goes. It's the last one. Good job done, yeah. They'll be much more content on the water now. It takes a lot of pressure off their legs. And they'll feed a lot better too, because we'll put grass and lettuce and things in for them to eat.
Head vet Romain will inspect the swan family tomorrow to see how long they will need to stay at the centre.
Ideally, if it's only a few days' care, then we'll get the whole family back to pretty much the point they came from.
There's a new patient at the centre. A water vole has been rescued from the clutches of a cat, and vet Liam and Claire from the small mammal unit are taking a look.
I don't think we've had a water vole in the centre.
No, this is going to be a first for us, so...
Okay.
Water voles have undergone one of the most serious declines of any wild mammal in Britain during the last 50 years. In the 1990s, the population fell by almost 90% due to habitat loss and predation from escaped fur farm mink. They can live for up to 2 years, but they're extremely vulnerable to predators, and this can reduce their lifespan to just 5 months.
Obviously he's been caught by a cat, but has he been caught by a cat because he was unlucky, or has he been caught by a cat because he was unwell, and so he's maybe been out where he shouldn't have been trying to find food? He's been caught by a cat for another reason. Have you seen him moving around, or has he just been hiding?
I mean, he's been hiding a lot.
And have you seen him eating anything since he's been out?
He's been clearing his grass, so he's
Great.
definitely been eating, sort of thing.
No wonder people don't spot these things in the wild when I know there's a water vole in this glass tank and I can't see him yet. There we go. Wow.
Meet camera-shy Bertie.
He's gorgeous.
Yeah.
So we'll just give him a full look over here. His teeth look at its incisors anyway, look absolutely fine here. Quite interesting, a lot of rodents have these sort of, this coloured enamel. So you've got sort of orange-brown enamel on its top incisors, they look fine. His jaw feels fine. Sorry little guy. Okay, feel your abdomen. That's okay, that's okay. His abdomen feels fine, yeah. I can feel stools in there, I can feel bladder. So wee boy.
Okay, that's
That's
good
useful.
to yeah.
Nothing abnormal. Just get a wee look at his legs. I suppose if he's been caught by a cat, we just need to make sure there's no injuries or anything like that as well. So
Amazing back legs he's got there.
yeah, look at his wee claws as well and his feet. Okay. So that leg feels fine as well. Just get soft hands. It's okay, little guy, you go in. Okay, moving. There he goes. And has he passed any stools that you're aware of?
Yeah.
Brilliant. What we might do is get a couple of the stools out and we'll just check them as well.
Okay.
I'm not finding anything obvious looking at him, but he could have an underlying sort of parasitism or something like that. So looking at a stool sample just lets us check, does he have any obvious parasites? It's just a quick, simple thing we can do in the clinic here. It doesn't really cost anything, and it will give us quite a lot more extra information that we wouldn't have otherwise.
Assistant manager Johnny and Katrina are on their way to see the adult male eagle who's been at the centre for just over a week and is finding his accommodation just a little bit cramped.
We're going to catch the eagle up and move him over to the big aviary. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, but main worry is he's going to jump on my head. There he goes. Still don't think this net looks big enough. I'll try and encourage him on the floor first, and then don't really want to have to take him out there. Really don't want to take him out the sky. So. Go. So because he can't see what he's doing now, he's probably just going to quite happily sit. If he was to see that he was outside right now, I'd have a bit more of a fight on my hands, I think. He's a biter, just to warn you.
Yeah.
The power in them animals is phenomenal, and to be able to feel that hands-on, there's no better feeling than that. Ow!
Does he bit you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to reveal his head. There we go.
This big bird has certainly got the centre talking, but he's soon to be upstaged by one of the few birds in Scotland capable of doing so. A female white-tailed eagle.
Don't mess with the females in the raptor world, you know. I mean, they are big, you know, they are so much bigger than the males.
Wow, she's absolutely huge. It looks like a juvenile bird, as you said. She's probably been born this year. She's a lot bigger than the male that we've got in, isn't she? Will we get her caught out then?
Yeah.
Okay. I drew the short straw.
This fledgling bird was spotted out of her nest, grounded and starving, before being brought into the centre.
Okay, that's her. So just watch her beak. We'll just get a quick check of her, make sure there's nothing too critical, she's not got a fracture or anything like that. Probably the first time she's ever been this kind of close to a person, isn't it? Her heart sounds good. Heart rate's 240 for what that's worth, which is fine. Don't feel anything strange in her stomach cavity.
So maybe head massage.
So there's no sign of any injuries to the pad here. So she's a ringed bird, so we should be able to get some information as to exactly where she's been hatched out and things.
These riveted leg rings are part of an ongoing conservation effort and give valuable insight into where the bird was born, its weight at the time of ringing, and its parentage.
So if it did come to the point where we're happy with her and we're looking at getting her released, that's really helpful because we know the sort of area she's from already. Now the tricky bit next, so we're going to have to check her wings. She won't like this bit that much, so it'll be a funny feeling for her. You happy there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So I'm just having a quick look at the feather qualities. There's nothing too bad there. She's quite thin. Yeah. She's not got a lot of muscle there, does she?
No.
So I mean, we're already thinking either she's not been doing well fishing and so she's just simply not had the muscle there, or there's something wrong and she's been losing weight or unable to hunt properly.
That's amazing, isn't it? It's wonderful to see and be so close to them. I mean, see them in the wild is one thing, but to be cradling their head in your hand and seeing their wings open up like that so close is incredible. Closest thing to Jurassic Park I think we're ever going to get in here.
So at the moment, not really finding anything obvious. I think we've got a bit of a waiting game now in that we probably do want to do a bit more diagnostically so we know we're not missing something. But I think it makes sense, given how thin this bird is, to let it put on a wee bit of condition for a few days and then we look at potentially doing a wee bit more.
She'll be left in the aviary to recuperate and gain weight before being x-rayed in a couple of days. A bashful water vole named Bertie is being looked after at the centre, and it's head of small mammals Nicola on duty.
We have a water vole that's come in. He's the first water vole we've had in the centre, so that's exciting. He's so cute. He's just like a wee pet, he's just gorgeous. I'm just going to give him a clean out, fresh food. I'm going to get a weight on him as well, just to make sure he's gaining and doing good. We just give him some hay. They eat a lot of grass in the wild, so he'll get plenty of grass. And then he likes potato and apples, which is just the cutest.
He may be elusive, but he certainly knows how to impress Nicola.
He's actually quite clean. He does the toilet in his wee water bowl. This is actually the only toilet trained animal, I think, in the whole centre, so it's good.
And luckily for Liam, Bertie's business is a little easier to find than he is.
Never looked at a water bowl fecal sample before, so it'll be interesting to see what's in it. I find it fascinating, and when you're seeing different species, you have the opportunity to see kind of different parasites and things that you've never seen before. So on this sample, I'm actually not seeing any evidence of parasites. So hopefully this is just an animal who's been otherwise well and has just been unfortunate and has been caught by this cat.
Nicola wants to give Bertie a weigh-in, but she needs to find him first.
He doesn't like being handled, so I'm just going to hopefully usher him in. See if this goes to plan. Where are you? Come on, wee one. Hello. Even when he's in here, he sort of hides away most of the day, and he'll come out when it's nice and quiet, so we don't really get to see him much. Sort of sustaining his weight, so that's fine, he's not losing it. Liam, one of our vets, had a check over him and was pleased with his condition, no wounds, he's just needing a wee bit of sort of building up, and then, yeah, hopefully he'll be good to go soon. Yeah.
Wow, busy already, isn't it?
Romain has come to inspect the injured foot of a male mute swan who has been brought in with his family. So once again, Colin's swan handling skills are being called upon.
Right, so it's the male that we're catching, isn't it, without freaking her out?
That's the idea. The difficulty you have in these situations is you're dealing with wild animals, so both those birds are going to be protective over the cygnets. And we've got to be so careful that we don't damage the cygnets.
Oh, sorry, baby. Right, so was he lame, or what did you actually see when he came in? Just bleeding? Okay, doesn't really look very bad. We might get him to see if I can move something.
The side of the feet, I think.
Just checking everything and make sure we don't miss something. They're tiny abrasions. I don't know if you've not scrambled up something rough. There's nothing obvious. I'll just check the whole way up the leg. Let's get this feather off you. We'll check everything else in a second. So they caught it just because there was bleeding from the legs.
And it's a public spot.
Yeah. Okay. Then are we?
It's good, Nick.
Yeah, we are. I just checked everything else quickly. 2 seconds. So, okay. If you don't mind, what we can do is, if we open that gate, and we close that door probably, and we let him go here, I want to see if he's going to walk. Is that all right? Let's see if that's going to do. He may not want to walk. Are you going to walk? He looks fine, doesn't he? I just release them. I don't think... I mean, the leg's fine, good. He's in good condition. For some reason, he's probably scrambled to get out of a steep place and somewhere near the water and just grazed his feet, and they've seen the blood and everyone's gone a bit hysterical, but I think he can go back, especially with the cygnet.
It's a good job done. They're all going back where they came from within, 2 or 3 days of coming in.
And these visitors have warmed the cockles of even this old hand at the centre. The adult male eagle has been on a course of antifungal and antibiotic medication due to a high white cell count. But in the past few days, he's not being the most cooperative patient.
Basically, he's kind of wisened up to the capsules that we've been putting in, and he's been spitting them out and not taking his meds. So what I've done is just crush them and kind of put them into a slit in the fish, so hopefully he won't notice this time. and he'll get his meds. They're quite smart birds, so yeah, we have to try and think of new ways to get them to take their meds because it's important that he has them. So.
Next on the feeding rota is the juvenile female eagle, who is not being quite so picky. During his rounds, Romain has noticed the adult male's flight is not progressing as well as hoped.
That one wing's
A little bit
not
stiff
right.
on the left. Yeah.
So I've just been looking at the male white-tailed eagle. He's not flying normally in the aviary, so I'm just trying to get a better understanding of what's going on with some slow-motion video I've got. You can just see here as he's flying, he just is really battling to raise this right wing on this side. The other wing is moving normally, but he's battling, and then because he can't control his flight, he almost doesn't make his perch. He should be landing on top of the perch, and he's almost misjudged it because he's still not understanding why he can't use his wing as he should. He definitely seems to be drooping his right shoulder. Now that's a worry, so I think we'll need to probably x-ray him again next week. That'll tell us if this joint is deteriorating, we'll start to see signs in the bone, and that's going to be a really bad prognosis. As a bird that can't fly, just can never have a normal life.
It's not looking good for the eagle. His chances of recovery are looking slim. Nicola's been looking after a shy patient for just over a month.
Today is the day we're going to release the water vole, so we're taking him back to Glasgow where he was found, so it'll be good. I'm just going to catch him up, try. I'm too wee for this. I'm just going to put some of the hair in just so he can hide in it, but it's also got his own smell in it, so he's sort of a bit less stressed, hopefully. Oh, Lord. Here we are, monkey. Here we are.
She and Colin are meeting Kath Scott from Glasgow City Council at Bishop Loch Nature Reserve.
Kath, how you doing? Colin.
Water voles are extremely vulnerable and would make a tasty snack for any number of local animals. So, to keep him from meeting any overeager fans, special security measures have been taken.
I've had the volunteers here creating the soft release pen. It's designed to contain the animal but give it an opportunity to burrow out. The wire goes quite deep around the edges to stop any predators coming in, and the theory is you let the animal out, it gets used to its surroundings, it burrows out itself, so then it's got its own burrow system for security and safety from predators. For an animal like a water vole that's quite sort of unfortunately low down the food chain with a lot of predators, so to get it, this just gives it that extra chance. The main predators of the grassland water voles are foxes, cats, which unfortunately Bertie's had a bad experience with already, and dogs, and the occasional gull will take a water vole as well. I think you've had experience of the water being used as a latrine as well.
Yes, he used his water bowl for the toilet.
So that's really useful for monitoring, because that means we know how he's getting on.
Yeah.
So, that's a new one. So obviously not scared of water.
No, yeah.
Just because they're living in grassland.
And Nicola has the honour of settling the VIP into his new temporary accommodation.
Don't know if I'll be able to reach, but I'll try. I might just tip him out. There we are. He didn't panic, he was nice and calm, took cover, so he acted like he would in the wild. So, no, it was nice as much as we didn't see him. He acted the best way possible.
Bertie should be safe, come rain or shine.
I'm using the cable ties to seal up the access point, because the whole point of the release pen is to stop predators getting in. A perfect rain cover, perfect timing. So Bertie's definitely getting better treatment than we are at the moment. That's him,
He's good.
on his way to back into the wild.
And it takes no time for him to settle in and make use of the facilities in his own inimitable style. The female juvenile white-tailed eagle has been given a clean bill of health by Romain. However, the news is not so positive for the adult male who has been flying with a drooping wing.
Beautiful beak.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's a nice colour now. The fact that we're 4 weeks down the line and we don't fly normally is a bad sign to see, unfortunately. He's a big bird. He's had a collision when we've x-rayed him and he's come in. Because it's cartilage that's damaged, that's why the first x-rays are normal. And if my hunch is right, it's at the stage now that we should see bone changes underneath it. If we see that, we're not going to get him releasable. I'll put him down. This wing has not got that play. You can feel this in the good wing. You can almost hear a normal bit of motion there, Liam. See what you think. This one is much, there's some swelling there which makes me think our suspicion is right with what's gone on there. This wing goes right up.
So it's much looser, isn't it?
So yeah, and you can actually, it feels almost like it's laxating, but when you take this wing up, it won't go higher than that, and he's turned. So if you take it to his back, he can't, he's feeling that, so he's sore. Right, okay, let's go and take these pictures. It should be quite obvious. This is our normal shoulder. The problem is this woolly white bone here, which is what we were suspecting we were going to see, but hoping we wouldn't see. When we first taken the x-rays, that was all normal because the cartilage only was damaged, so we can't see. But now, several weeks down the line, what's happened is as the cartilage has now completely fallen apart and the wing has started to fuse, is the bone underneath the cartilage has been affected, and so it's trying to cope. It's become thick and white.
When we get an area of active inflammation, we'll get an increase in white blood cells as well. So we see that with kind of active infection or inflammation. So in retrospect, I think the raised white cell count we'd seen earlier probably actually relates to this area of quite intense inflammation around the shoulder joint.
That's bad news. It is what we thought might be going on with him, not responding well. This bird is going to actually not only not fly better, his flight is going to deteriorate as this gets worse. I mean, sad as it is, I think we need to put him down. There's no point in waking him up. The problem is that when there's an animal that everyone's very, very excited about, then you're actually disappointed if you're the bringer of bad news. You almost take it personally. So when you say an animal can't go back to the wild and everyone's very excited about an eagle, it's a big thing because, you know, there's a disappointment from the staff and it almost feels like you've failed personally.
I know he gets really sad sometimes because he can't save everything. I can understand as well. And you try to say to him, you know, it's okay, you know. Don't feel too bad, you know, we're not. He's a total lifesaver and he's got to remember that.
At the end of the day, what we're doing is still actually positive. In the sense that we're stopping it suffering. So.
And if we weren't here, this bird would starve to death gradually, which is not a nice way to go.
However, life doesn't stop at the centre, as the team now need to turn their attention to the juvenile female.
We'll get a place her into the larger eagle aviary and just monitor and see how she's flying. She'll have more space to do that. What's up? Oh, well, she managed that, no problem. I mean, she didn't need to run up, she didn't need to use the whole aviary to get up there. She was a couple of metres and just straight up.
That was good. She's just hauled it 5 kilos up.
Yeah.
It should be a week or two and then she'll be going.
I think she destroyed the net a little bit.
Yeah, we need someone who's good at sewing now.
A family of swans have been at the centre while Dad had an injured foot inspected. Having been given the all clear, the day of release has arrived, which calls for Colin, with a little help from Lucy, to place the parents in safety travelling bags.
painless.
Did you expect more pain?
Mum and Dad are keeping a close eye on the cygnets as they make the 16-mile journey back to the Falkirk Wheel. There they are met by Ross, who made the call to the Scottish SPCA.
All right. Hiya, Ross. Hiya, Colin. Nice to meet you. All right, nice to meet you.
Ross works at the Falkirk Wheel, where the swans are local celebrities.
The team were asking about them straight away as soon as they disappeared, and it's been pretty much just trying to phone the SSPCA to ask how they're getting on, if we can get any photos, and luckily enough they phoned us back and said they were coming back quite quick.
And how long have they been here then, this pair?
Well, I've been here 4 years and they've always been there. I've been told they've been here a lot longer than that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there you go. Go on. Okay. Right, so we just pop them on the water. As well, if you put the cygnets out first, yeah.
And despite this bird's refined reputation, its launch isn't quite so elegant.
So it's just a Velcro. Spread the wings. Oh. That's them. 7. It's great to have such a happy ending. I mean, not all of our stories are like this. You know, a lot of the animals we get we can't save, but to have a complete family that comes in, it's back. The whole family are back exactly where they should be, and yeah, everybody's happy. Thanks for everything, Ross. No problem, Colin. And we'll get back.
It's been just over 2 weeks since the juvenile female eagle had her flight test, and it's now time for release.
It's all right, now we've got to catch her.
She should be thrilled.
And hopefully the net can withstand one last eagle chase.
Let's put you off a bit. That's you. Okay, good girl. And she does peck. Got all the astroturf there, so you've plenty to grip onto. This is a crate we usually use for deer, but it works very well for the eagles.
The bird has also been fitted with a satellite tracker, which means they should be able to monitor her for up to 5 years.
This is a fantastic moment. She'll be thinking what's going on right now, but she doesn't know what's coming. She's going to get her freedom back.
Using the info on her tagging ring, the team have been able to find the area she fledged in and have brought her back home.
Well, she's already jumping around in the crate. She sounds pretty keen. Just about here, I think. And if we turn around, and then... Looking at her now, you think she'd never been away, wouldn't you?
And she's got a big second chance now.
She has that, yeah. That's what we do the job for. And when you can put them back and it goes this well, everything that everybody's done has worked. It's what wildlife rescue is about. It's about a lot of people that care working together.
To let her go back where she comes from. There she's right
just
at the back.
Right at the back there. Wow.
This is the greatest thing ever. It's like the total highlight of the year.
You wouldn't know she wasn't just a perfectly wild eagle.
When you're a vet, there's a lot of responsibility there. Some of the animals you see aren't going to be able to make it back to the wild, and there's a lot of difficult decisions there sometimes. But to get a release like this is just brilliant.
It's been a good day. Yeah, it's one of the better ones, that's for sure.
Next time on Born to be Wild,
Hey, Percy boy.
love is in the air for 2 seal pups.
Oh my god.
Orphaned barn owls are causing a racket for Katrina.
It's a strange noise. It's like water going through pipes.
And the team get a sneak peek at an otter first date.
Oh, that is so nice.
Really, it's just company of each other that kind of keeps them going. I think this is all going to be like, you know, party time.
Coming up in Born to be Wild, April takes charge of a herd of young fawns.
I just have so much love for them.
You guys let him have his first.
It's a critical time for a newborn hedgehog.
You know, they can go downhill fast.
And Warren the Weasel struggles to make friends.
I'm scared.
It'll just take time.
Summer at the SSPCA's National Wildlife Rescue Centre means orphaned mammals. Lots of them.
It gets busy. It just like, it seems like the door never stops.
Already this season, the team have admitted badgers, foxes and squirrels. But as the days get longer and longer, the staff know that the numbers will get bigger and bigger. Because orphaned mammals need round-the-clock care and regular milk feeds, this means that the hours worked by centre staff will also increase. For mammal specialist April, life is about to become a lot busier.
I think sometimes my only relationship is with the animals. So our first roe deer fawn of the season came in last night. She was found in Glasgow. Her mum had been attacked by a dog, so mum's obviously just spooked and ran away, and she's just been left.
April's named the young fawn Petal.
When you first start hand reading, it's like it is like a kind of maternal thing kicks in. Fawns can be pretty difficult. They need a lot of time spent with them. They have to kind of trust you and build up a bond. I love the fawns so much. It just kind of seems something that I was just allowed to do, and it just is such a big part of my life now. I couldn't imagine being at the centre and not doing it. Every year I'm like, never again, never again. That's too much stress. But I mean, you wouldn't change it.
They're very, very sensitive, and you've got to be very careful how you deal with them, because they need to be tame to be reared. They need to be wild to be released.
For April, this marks the beginning of a long process. In the wild, roe deer fawns are left alone for long periods while their mothers forage. This makes them very vulnerable to attack from dogs, and sometimes people pick them up, unaware their mothers are nearby. In recent years, these deer have moved closer and closer to the hearts of the big cities, so more and more are being admitted to the centre. April will now feed Petal 4 times a day before she can be weaned onto solid food.
Total zen time now. Just need to just calm and just focus on getting this wee girl feeding.
The summer season is well underway. In the bird section, Head of Birds Lorraine has been busily caring for thousands of baby birds. But there's been a rather special new admission that requires her attention.
Around about lunchtime, an osprey got brought in, actually by a forestry commission ranger. He was found in an adjacent field from where he had been ringed, lying on the ground, obviously in some distress. Luckily, because he's been monitored, he's been rescued quite quickly and brought to us.
This spectacular bird of prey is a protected species due to low breeding numbers and illegal killing. For a time it was even extinct in the UK. However, thanks to some considerable conservation efforts, there are now over 200 breeding pairs in Scotland alone. It's up to head vet Romain Pitsey to look for any physical clues.
His legs are not strong at all. Can move them. Give him to you. I'll just have a quick look and I feel that his back is going to be hurt if both legs are affected.
Yeah.
His chest is in good condition, so he might have been in problem with the nest already. And then as soon as he's taken off and flown somewhere. But let's just pop him down on the floor quickly and see what he does with his legs, because I think he's not going to be standing at all, like they've said still.
The osprey would not normally spend so much time on the ground, so a small sheet of card is attached to its tail to prevent damage from dragging.
Okay, the only worry is if he's lost all the muscles over his thighs. It's probably not just happened a day or two ago. This may have been something that's gone wrong in the nest.
With the osprey's legs giving cause for concern, Romain decides to carry out an X-ray to see if internal damage could be the root of the problem.
The worry is if he's had a serious injury, he's actually broken the bones in his spine, or something else has gone wrong. Let's go. The surface of their feet is very different to other birds of prey. So if we look underneath, they've got these little spiky, really hard little protrusions on the toes. And that's because obviously fish are quite slippery, so they specialise in eating them.
Fish like brown and rainbow trout make up a significant part of an osprey's diet. Scotland's rich network of lochs and rivers is their natural larder. It's not just the Velcro-like gripping surface that make an osprey's feet special. They're also able to reverse one of the toes on each foot, so that the slippery fish is held in a tight grip. All in all, an osprey without effective feet will not be able to survive.
What I really don't want to see is actual broken bone there in that spinal region. Okay, let's take that one quickly and we'll go back in. Okay, let's just see this. So what we're really looking for is in this area of the spine, because you can actually see this little joint there and maybe one there, and that's where all the bending will occur. So I'm not seeing a catastrophe where there's actually physically broken bones. There's nothing else nasty. Yeah, that's quite good. His wings look fine. Okay, I'm happy with that. If he starts perching and he looks good after 5 days, then we can kick him out. If he's not doing by 5 days and he's still like this, the chances are minimum that he's going to be releasable. So we should have an answer really quickly. Yeah, you woke up and feel like you've been on a bender.
Oh, shame.
Shame, poor thing. You hold your head up if we take this off, or you're going to be a bit pathetic. Come on.
Lorraine takes the osprey back to the bird room to work off his anaesthetically induced hangover. Ospreys are summer visitors to Scotland, arriving in March to breed. By September, most of the adults will be already en route back to their wintering grounds. Astonishingly, the chicks then have to accomplish the same thing, flying nearly 3,000 miles alone to spend the winter in African countries like Senegal and Gambia, before returning to Scotland again in the following spring. News has come in that a resident hedgehog has given birth in captivity. Unfortunately, it's not good news.
Hedgehogs, when they give birth, are very, very sensitive, very easily stressed. Any disturbance to them can cause them either to leave the youngsters or simply eat them. She's given birth, and yeah, I think she's eaten some of the youngsters, certainly killed them, and leaving us with just one, essentially a little orphan now.
Fortunately, there's one member of staff who has successfully reared a hoglet as young as this in the past. April's days are about to get even busier.
It's very rare that we get the opportunity to hand rear one that's literally just popped out of mum. April's done it, so she knows what it's going to be like. She knows what it's going to put her through.
Hello, wee one. Dinner is served.
The tiny baby has a new name, Piglet.
It's just quite nice seeing them from this stage when then their fur starts to get darker and then they open their eyes and you just see all the changes, like it kind of just happens so fast, and then before you know it you've just got like a wee mite running about that just all knows it's you.
They're relying on you to feed them and to do everything right to get them through. And like that, something just kicks in and you just do it. Doesn't matter how tired or how much you give up. At the end of the day, they're your responsibility and you just do it.
Piglet will need to be fed minuscule amounts at very regular intervals.
Depending on what he takes, it'll be every hour, every 2 hours. You know, little and often, then you're not kind of bagging up their tummy. It gives them a wee bit more time just to get used rather than a big load of milk in the belly hits their tummy and then, you know, they can't come back from it. Although he's lively just now, you know, they can go downhill fast. So just keep an eye on it every hour and see how it's getting on. It's just getting used to the milk.
April won't only be responsible for what goes into the hoglet. Just like Mum, she'll have to massage Piglet to ensure everything makes its way out the other end.
Good pee-pees. So, then it's going to be sleepless nights. Put you in your bed. To get them through it is a lot of work. In total, if that wee guy gets through, you're talking about a good 5-6 weeks hand rearing between milk and then weaning. So yeah, it's a long time.
Between the fawns and Piglet, April's going to be working around the clock.
Just really hoping my boyfriend doesn't leave me.
It's been over a month since Petal, the first roe deer fawn, was admitted to the centre. But she's not the only young deer needing April's help. There's now a herd of other young fawns to feed.
There's 13 of them now, but there's 4 of them in a stable that are bottle fed, so I'm going to do their bottle first and then the other 2 guys outside that are taking milk.
Petal was the first fawn that came in. They're usually the most needy towards us. She's just not really wanting that much from us. She just wants her milk and then to run away with her pals, so hopefully she'll do that today.
Come on, sweetie. Petal. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Petal and the other fawns are being cared for in the centre's Phase 2 area. Here, access is strictly controlled to give the young fawns the chance to properly rewild.
Good girl. That's all done. Come on. You gonna stay for a bit? No? Okay, bye.
Despite all the long hours of hand feeding from April, Petal seems to be preferring the company of her own kind now. Something that hasn't gone unnoticed by April.
A wee bit sad for me, yeah. I mean, I'm really hurting inside. But it's fine.
But it's good news that Petal is becoming more wild, and there are still plenty of other young fawns that need April's helping hand.
Good morning. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. No stealing.
You guys let him have his first.
You're so cute.
Sometimes it's just a lot. In each season, I forget how much you actually have to put in to get them feeding. But I'm sure we'll get there.
The flightless osprey that came in with underdeveloped legs has been at the centre now for 3 weeks. The clock is ticking as the autumn migration is looming, and vet Liam has brought in Romain to take a look. To get a better look at how a patient is doing, sometimes all you need is a mobile phone.
Okay, let's give him some peace, Liam. We'll go out. He still moves the legs okay when he's flying, but one foot is not as clenched. The right foot is slightly more open.
Despite making progress, it might not be enough to be released in time for the autumn migration. The centre may have a guest for the winter. With young birds fledging, this is the busiest time for ospreys, and Colin is on his way in with a new admission. And it's something of a surprise for Liam.
Wow. Yeah. Supposing just walking in with an osprey.
I didn't expect him in a box.
So you can see. That side looks okay. Just spot.
This osprey has been fitted with a satellite tag, which is part of a conservation effort to keep track of their movements.
So I'm not finding anything obvious looking at him.
Despite being a bit thin, it looks like the osprey just needs a bit of R&R out in the aviaries. During the orphan season, the pressure on the staff is intense. For April, it's not about to get any easier, as things have taken a turn for the worse with Piglet.
I just went to feed Piglet and he was just like really flat, just not kind of turning off his back, like you could just see he was uncomfy. And last night he was like really eager for milk and he just like suckled so hard on the syringe. When you go in and you see him and your stomach just turns like.
The staff that do the orphan rearing, in order to do it successfully, you have to get emotionally attached. You have to deeply care for that animal. You have to mother it.
Just something so small like that, you know, there's just not much time when something goes wrong. So just had a bit of a meltdown and just ran.
With such a young hoglet and so many potential problems, Romain must quickly ascertain the cause of Piglet's malaise.
You are seeing here some sort of bubble of gas and gas going into the intestines, and I think that's your problem. The intestines only have pain sensors for stretching. So if you ever have a cramp, why it's so painful is because there's something distending your gut, and so that's what's going on.
Come on, please.
Piglet effectively has what we know as colic, life-threatening to a hoglet this size. Romain recommends an over-the-counter treatment normally used for babies, in the hope it will break down the bubble in Piglet's stomach.
I mean, I've had him for a week and I've been feeding him every 2 hours and through the night on top of everything else, so you know, it's just already like I've put so much time in and you get attached to them like really easy and really fast. I just thought something happened to him, you know. When you take them on, like it's just like you're in control of their little life, so you know, when something happens to them it's just so difficult. But hopefully we've got this week in enough time. Just I can't do any more for him, so.
Scotland is basking in the heat of the warmest summer in over a decade. It's proving to be a wonderful breeding season for native birds and migrants alike. Scottish seabird colonies are internationally important, and species like guillemots, razorbills, and puffins can be found here in hundreds of thousands. But perhaps the most spectacular seabird of all is the gannet. and the Bass Rock in the Firth of Forth is the biggest colony in the entire world, with over 100,000 birds. Not surprisingly, gannets often turn up at the centre, sometimes with feathers contaminated with oil. Assistant Manager Johnny is tasked with the job of washing and re-waterproofing.
They tend to relax, and then once they relax, you naturally relax, and then once you relax, that's when they try again. So you're constantly tensing yourself, just to try and keep them in the right position.
This lively bird will be the first to let Colin and Johnny know if he's not happy, and a series of toothbrushes are employed to distract the feisty gannet. For the centre staff, this is just another normal day's washing up.
Interesting to see that's just the dirty part of it, though. It's actually the oil, grease.
Broken it down quite a bit.
It was not as strong as we thought then.
In order to be fit for release, the gannet needs to regain its waterproofing, which has been compromised by the oil, so his feathers must be meticulously cleaned.
But gannets tend to do quite well when you wash them. You put them back and they settle down quite fast. So we're nearly done now, so hopefully it's just a quick rinse underneath and then put them back, and then it's quite satisfactory. You know, sometimes you forget how pure white they can be. It's almost like they've got a new set of feathers. Yeah, he's looking pretty good. Oops, just taking me to the dry pen. I'm quite pleased with how that went. He was quite strong towards the start. As you'd expect, towards the end, he starts to get a bit tired. Had he been a juvenile in prime condition, he'd have probably just fought the whole time.
The gannet should be heading back to the wild soon. But sadly, there will be no happy ending for orphaned hedgehog Piglet. Despite April's ceaseless dedication, he didn't recover from the colic and has died.
When I went back to feed him, that's when he was just like, you could tell like he was kind of almost taking his last breaths when I found him. I was absolutely devastated. Like, I went home and broke my heart all night.
It can be heartbreaking for them at the end of the day when they don't make it. But to work at a centre like ours, you realise that they're not all going to make it.
It never gets easier. It's just like your baby that you're looking after. But this is a hospital, there's animals that come in daily that need care. So you just kind of have a bit of quiet time and then get up and get on. There's other animals coming in that are strong and alive and need your care, so you just have to get on and make sure they get the care that they need.
Summer is such an intense time of year for the staff. It's an emotional roller coaster for everyone, but there's no time to dwell on the sad moments, as there's always another orphan needing attention. A tiny baby weasel has been admitted, and it's down to Head of Small Mammals, Nicola, to settle him in.
They do cry out quite a bit sort of when they're hungry, but when they're full they'll just go to sleep. The older he gets, the more we can sort of reduce the milk and introduce more solid meats to him. They do develop quite quickly, so even though his eyes are closed, he is getting meat at this age. And they do need fed often with having a fast metabolism rate. Most of their diet is sort of mice and voles. They're good climbers, so they can get up to bird nests. Pretty much eat anything they can sort of get. They've even young rabbits if they feel they can take them on. It's quite sad really that he's going to eat everything that I save. Yeah, he's doing really good so far. Take that to bed.
In order to help juggle her workload, April is taking Chloe over to the paddocks to teach her how to work with the fawns.
we're just going to give the fawns their breakfast, but I've been teaching Chloe how to do them. So I'm going to just set Chloe up with the feeds and see how she gets on. You don't have blonde hair. No.
Throughout their young lives, these fragile fawns have been used to the sight of dinner being administered by blonde-haired feeders. So what will they make of this brunette?
Hi, are we coming? Here we come.
April takes Chloe through the process of feeding dozens of hungry fawns.
Oh yeah. Come on then. Out the way now. Nell's like, please feed me.
And the young deer seem to be adapting well to this new presence.
So there's Nettle. So she is all the way in here.
So they will pour out a bit when they go in.
Okay.
But
so
he'll just,
down the way?
yep, down the way, and he'll just latch on. Where's the wee man?
Where's
Come
the
on
bark?
back.
Come on, honey.
Put your bottle down.
Is he coming? Bark. What's this?
On you go, son.
Come on.
I'll come over here. Yeah.
Her petal got punched out the way, but
I know. Get a bit confused when it all starts going off.
So April lets Chloe try the feed on her own.
it's just a mixed muesli. A little bit sweeter than your usual.
It's something that you've worked for all summer, to get to these guys to this stage, to still kind of give yourself a bit of time and kind of pass the baton to someone else. It's nice. But obviously I still love them. If you just walk out and kneel down like 3/4 of the way up, she should come to you.
Beto, come on, honey. Come on. Hello, Munchkin. Hi. Come on, then. Did they push you out the way? Oh, baby.
It looks like being a brunette isn't going to be an issue. After a successful feed, Chloe can now help April look after the deer over the coming weeks.
I really don't think the hair is a problem.
And who says blondes have more fun? Back across the road, the weasel that was brought in is now in Sheila's care. She's named him Warren. And it's time to see if he's ready to make some friends of his own.
I'm going to try Warren outside with another weasel. He's not encountered anything outdoors, he's never met another weasel.
It's useful for young mammals like Warren to be in a group, as it gives an opportunity to develop social skills. It's a strange new world for Warren. And he doesn't seem keen to go exploring. Sheila has to give him a helping hand.
Hey, baby. Who's in there?
Warren is having none of it and is desperately seeking the security of his foster mum, Sheila.
I mean, it's just all new to him, so he's a wee bit kind of taken back by it all. So it's just nice to just keep on encouraging him out and then seeing if he's going to settle or not. I think he just sees everything as quite a threat. He's scared.
His future housemate has come to see what all the fuss is about.
And if he doesn't want a friend, then it means he's going to be out here by himself, so I think it's better to have a friend.
It seems like Warren isn't ready for company yet, and Sheila takes him back to his original home.
It'll just take time.
It's been 3 months since Petal and the rest of the gang came into the centre. They've been feeding well, and the day has arrived for release. However, catching up a group of excitable deer is not a simple exercise. They need to be corralled into a small stable where they will be caught individually. And April has a plan.
Hopefully they'll go in the stable because they've not had their spinach today. So I'll go in, lay some spinach up the back for them. Hopefully they'll be hungry enough for it. They should walk in the stable, and hopefully then I can just be quick enough to shut the door, and then that's them shutting, and then we can go in and start catching them up for release. Spinach is the secret weapon in the deer world.
This is an incredibly difficult operation, and April must act fast. She needs to get the deer inside the stable and secure the door while trying to keep them and herself calm.
I'm really nervous. You know, you've spent so much time hand-rearing these animals, and I mean, you're talking like a good 5 months with Petal, and it just all kind of leads up to this day. You just don't want anything going wrong or any of them hurting themselves, you know. It is just a pretty traumatic day for them and us.
The spinach is down. Now she needs to shut the door. It's not going to plan. 3 have escaped.
It's actually probably better for more difficult they are to catch, because it actually means they're quite wild. And hopefully, if we've done our job properly, they shouldn't easily be caught. Having said that, we want to develop techniques that means they're not going to get hurt when they get caught. You know, it's this balance.
It's a real blow for April's confidence.
It's fine, because we just try again another day if we don't get them today.
That was the whole idea. We try again next week.
Yeah. Just chill out.
It's very difficult. I mean, I can't even go in there. If I go in there, it'll freak them out completely. So it has to be the girls that go in because they're used to them. It could have even been a scent from me, the sound of the van coming in. You know, they're highly tuned, nervous animals, and to have them this wild at this stage is really good. It just makes catching them harder, that's all. And we caught one, but it's not fair to just release one, so we'll let that one back out. And because it's calling in the stable, it's then distressed, which then will distress the others, which means they're even less likely to come over. So all we do is we just let them all out together now, let them settle down over the weekend, and then we'll try again next week.
Disaster. I'm never shutting them in ever again.
Orphan season is certainly the centre's busiest time, and there's a non-stop procession of young animals needing the staff's expert care. After an unsuccessful al fresco date, Sheila is taking Warren the Weasel for another meeting.
Come on, hen. Oh, yeah. Good times.
And this time, things are looking up.
She'll be able to show Warren what it's like to be a proper weasel. Not too much contact, but just enough. They're just kind of getting to know each other. This time it just seems automatic. He's quite chilled with the other girl, and it's just really nice. I think, you know, it's just a wee bit of time. He'll get used to the, you know, the sounds and the surroundings, and then he'll kind of make home there.
As the season draws on, fewer orphans are being admitted, and finally, some are even nearing release.
Thank you for letting me come. It's rare that I'm free, so yeah, good. Let's see how it goes. I very rarely get to go on releases. I'm always seeing those really sad cases and putting so many animals down. So when I do get to go on a release now, it is quite amazing, and I find it just gives me quite a lot of joy.
For Colin and Romain, it's a brief 2-hour journey back to the borders with the Osprey. They're meeting forester Tony Lightly from the Tweed Valley Osprey project.
And how's it looking?
Looking good.
Good.
Looking very good. And we've brought Romain, who treats all our animals, I bet.
How are you doing?
Good to
Good to meet you. Yeah.
It was Tony who first spotted the distressed osprey when it became separated from its family.
Okay.
Before the big release, Tony and his team are fitting the bird with a new satellite tag.
Can you just slip that hood off, Colin,
Yep,
please?
sure.
And just let it get its let it get its bearings before it bites us.
Yeah, he's already had me once. It's looking good.
Yeah. Just give it a little bit of time.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Oh, it's gone round. Yeah.
Good release.
Wow.
Nice and steady.
That was quite stunning. That was such an impressive release. You could have written a script for him, but he's just followed it to a T.
Good.
Brilliant.
Great.
To know it's fitted with a tag, to know we can get information back from that, and hopefully we'll find out in 4 years' time that he's doing well. He's maybe finding a territory and maybe finding a mate, and then that will be him fully rehabilitated.
And he'll soon be joining many other ospreys on their long migration back to Africa. With the fine weather still holding up, Colin and the team are keen to get as many animals back into the wild as possible. With the roe deer fawn still settling down, next up is Warren the Weasel, and surrogate mum Nicola is keen to wish him well as he heads off.
This is actually my day off, so I've came in just to release Warren. So releases are the best part, so it's fine, and it's nice to see him go.
Well, this looks pretty good.
It's the first weasel I've ever hand-reared, so it's nice to be able to come in and release him.
In keeping with his time at the centre, Warren's a bit unsure about his new world.
Warren has been a bit of a wimp, so hopefully I'll man up quick.
There he goes.
Yeah. He's doing good. It's nice that he's taking it all in, taking his time.
He's off.
He came in pretty small, so a lot of time and effort went into him. So yeah, this is the ultimate goal, and it was nice to see him go.
It's time for another go with the roe deer.
Last week, they were just a bit spooky and scared, so going to try and make it really quiet. No vans, no nothing over, just us, and we'll just go and put their spinach in and hopefully just shut them in. Yeah.
And hopefully, this time the nerves will hold.
I mean, this is probably one of the more traumatic moment stress-wise for us, as well as for the deer, because if it goes wrong now, we've wasted all that time. You can break a leg, you can bang their head, damage their eye. The animal could have to be put to sleep. Our animals, all they want to do is get away from us. So we have to find techniques to enable us to use that fear to work out safe ways of catching them.
A generous helping of spinach should catch the deer's attention. One by one, they come for a closer look. As they nibble away at the spinach, April spots her chance. Despite two sneaking out, this time the catch-up has been a success. The next step is to load them into their carriers for release. It's down to Colin to catch them, which is stressful enough in its own right. But as he's also a stranger, this will raise the tension, so Colin will need to work fast if he's to keep stress to a minimum.
Right, got one.
With one deer in, the team must continue to work together to get as many in the boxes as quickly as they can.
2. Okay. Last one.
It's a huge relief to get this part of the process over with. They're carefully loaded into the van for release. While it may look basic, it's the safest way to catch the deer.
Because of the way we rear them and they're so wild, it's the only thing we can do. The alternative would be to go in there with a great big net. We're going to have broken legs, we're going to have injured staff. This way is far more controlled.
So next time we'll see our baby fawns will be when they're at their new house running about with all the other deer.
And it's just a short drive from the centre for the soon-to-be wild deer.
That's us here. Fighting fit, very active, and just ready to be set free.
I think the hardest thing about release is just to letting them go. And you just hope like that everything that you've put in, you know, it's just now up to this little animal just to kind of make their own life.
Oh my God. I need to get a picture of them. Oh, look at that.
The first deer are ready for release, but haven't yet clocked their door to the wild is open. The second box is placed alongside, but these shy creatures are reluctant to leave. Until finally, one takes its chance. And the others are quick to follow suit.
So nice.
leaving just Petal, who seems the most hesitant.
Just taking it all in. Maybe just having a wee munch, getting our bearings, and then hopefully catch up.
But eventually, she too makes a break. And after months of hard work by the team, these deer are now wild and free.
To me, it just feels like I just have so much love for them, and when you see them go, you just hope that they're going to be okay, and like that, I'm always so excited and so happy, and it's just up to them, you know. You've done all you can for them.
Next time on Born to be Wild, an orphaned seal proves a puzzle for staff.
We love her, but she's a challenge.
Romain tries everything to save a nestling raven.
So that's a big hurdle done. Let's get this out of the way.
And it's a busy day for Bob.
Got the cat in the back, we need to get to Dundee. We've got another hedgehog in Methil, and we've got another bird in Anstruther, so let's get to it.
Today on Born to be Wild, a family of orphaned fox cubs fight for survival.
Eyes have only just opened, what a shock.
One of Europe's most unusual birds has the staff in a flutter.
Got a nightjar sitting on my head. That's not something I've ever said before.
And the centre bids a fond farewell to one of its longest-staying residents.
It's quite an achievement. It is probably one of the best things I've ever done since being here.
The team at the Scottish SPCA National Wildlife Rescue Centre have come through the hardest winter Scotland has seen in many years. Months of freezing weather, coupled with the Siberian storm dubbed the Beast from the East, has taken a huge toll on the nation's animals who have struggled in the Arctic conditions. It's the end of March, and normally the centre would be much busier than it is, with orphaned animals and birds coming in daily. The late start to spring has pushed Mother Nature back, and it's only now the team are starting to see the first wave of orphans. It's 9 a.m, and there are some new arrivals at the centre, 6 fox cubs from Edinburgh, whose den was accidentally excavated by a builder's digger. Mammal specialists April and Nicola are giving them the once-over.
Every orphan that comes in, it is sad because the best thing for them is to be with their mum, but we are their second chance, so it is, you know, we're giving them that chance.
Do you want to help me train them off? Oh my goodness. Hello, sweetie.
Unlike patients at a human hospital, animals who arrive at the centre come with no medical history, so the examination is necessary to find out what treatment might be needed.
Just looking for any wounds or any mites, fleas, just any discharge from nose, eyes, ears, just checking that everything's clear and they're clean enough.
At first glance, the fox cubs appear to be in good condition, but they'll need a thorough wash.
They're just a bit dirty from being in their little den, but they're really quite sturdy wee things. When something's so small, if it's got anything wrong with it, generally you don't have much time. So the quicker you can notice anything that's wrong with it and just get it seen to, the better chance it'll have.
It's not just mammals like foxes, badgers and otters that the centre cares for. One of the busiest sections is the bird unit, where staff look after garden birds like blackbirds and robins, seabirds such as gannets and guillemots, as well as a host of owls, eagles, buzzards and even the odd duck. Mute swans, like all waterfowl, have specialised plumage that allows them to spend much of their time on water. and one has been admitted to the centre with oil on its wings. Luckily, centre manager Colin Seddon is one of the country's leading experts in washing birds, and if anyone can get this swan back on the water, it's him.
He had like a light dusting of what could have been coal dust, and there was no real smell to it. It had a bit of fairy. So we use household detergent, and it's safe to use. It tends to work well. If we can't get the contaminants off with that, then we probably wouldn't wash it. And it can be, with detergent, you can do it in 2, 3, 4 washes, depending on the animal and its condition. All we're trying to do is just get a light covering of fairy on and see if that's enough to remove whatever the contaminant is. Hopefully it will be. As soon as you relax your hold, the bird will all of a sudden bring its wing out. And that could be a crack across the nose, it could be bang in the face, anything. And again, all he's trying to do is get away, he's not trying to hurt us.
Water birds need their feathers to be in tip-top condition in order to stay waterproof.
The feather structure, it acts like a wetsuit. So you have a central barb and then you have a central shaft and a number of barbs, and they all sit like that. And that, if they're all in place, that forms a waterproof seal. So what we need to do is remove the contaminant, remove the detergents to enable the feathers to be waterproof, and then the bird itself will put those feathers all back in place, which is the preening action, and then they'll add the preen gland, or the oil from the preen gland, which is acts like a conditioner that we put on our hair. But you can see from that, staining's come off already.
So, shampooing done, it's time for a rinse.
And we should, if we've done it properly, see the bird become waterproof. So if the oil's been removed, what you end up with is perfectly dry feathers. Perfectly dry feathers. Just shows how the feathers are just repelling the water as they should. She's all done and she's not too stressed. Looks a bit confused. But
That's one shampooed and re-waterproofed swan ready to go straight back into the wild where it belongs.
She's looking good.
Scotland is home to over 20,000 foxes, and while they might be one of Europe's most recognisable and familiar large mammals, they are controversial creatures. Loved by some, loathed by others, they're treated in exactly the same way as any native species by the Scottish SPCA. If they hadn't been disturbed by the digger, these little foxes would still be safe in their den, where they would have stayed until they were at least a month old. Since nobody knows when the cubs last fed, April prepares some lactate solution that both rehydrates the foxes and flushes out their systems so they're ready for bottle feeding. Until now, the cubs have been fed milk by their mum, so an artificial teat is going to feel pretty odd. Like most fox cub litters, this one contains a runt. She's less than half the weight of her siblings, and in the wild would be unlikely to make it.
I mean, it's biting down on the teat, but it's just more kind of coming out its mouth.
Just getting the taste of it. You don't always like it.
You like me one. You really don't like it. Oh, shame.
It takes time and some considerable patience to feed 6 wild cubs. And with dinner done, it's bath time. Even to the expert eyes of the team at the centre, one fox cub can look much like another. So to identify each individual, they're given a distinctive mark.
Good now. We've got marking on his right ear. This is just because every day we monitor their weight and obviously how much they're feeding, and so we'll do right ear, left ear, possibly a wee head or something.
The baby foxes will spend the first few nights at home with the centre workers, so the next job is to prepare for the journey.
I'm just putting the heat pad in their carrier just for travelling home, so they've still got that wee bit of warmth until we get home, and I'll reheat it up then just to keep them cosy.
Bye.
As spring continues to bloom in Scotland, the country's migrant bird population starts to return. The vast distances covered by the species means they often arrive weak and emaciated. For some, the journey can prove too much, and they get lost or come ashore in unexpected places, such as oil rigs. This is what happened to a nightjar, one of Britain's most secretive birds, which has been brought into the centre from Aberdeen.
This is a nightjar that's just come in. He's very thin and weak. Can't see any obvious injuries. But yeah, you can feel his keel, he is very thin. I don't know too much about them because they're so unusual and because we don't get many of them in.
Bird specialist Katrina weighs the bird and places it in a brooder to keep it warm before it's seen by section head Lorraine and vets Romain and Liam.
I've been bird watching for 24 years and I've never seen a nightjar. And then to just walk in and see one today, it's amazing. They've got these huge, wide open mouths. When you see them with their beak closed, it looks really small, but the commissures with the beak go right up the sides, and when they open up, they've got this huge mouth, kind of reminiscent of a basking shark. And I suppose they kind of do the same thing. They fly around and they scoop up moths and things on the wing.
It's cool, isn't it? His feet look good, everything else is great. I suspect he's just run out of steam and he probably needs release. Yeah. So from my point of view, I'm happy, but when you've got a moment, if you maybe take Liam with you and you guys check him in the aviary and see if he flies. If he does, he can get released in the next day or two.
Yeah,
okay,
brilliant.
Cool.
Next in to see Romain are Sheila and Nicola with the orphaned fox cubs.
So first things we'll do is just have a quick head to toe and check we don't miss anything, because they're so young, they can be born with certain problems that we can tell now they're not going to be releasable. So we just check he doesn't have a split palate. Eyes look normal. So foxes that come into the rehab centre have a higher risk of problems that they've been born with than many other animals, and their mother may have abandoned them and then people find them. So the initial inspection is really quite important. We look for heart problems, heart murmurs, because that may change their behaviour. We also look for a problem where they've got a cleft palate, a hole in the roof of their mouth that's going to cause them problems. And we also look for a condition called hydrocephalus, or water on the brain.
Fox cubs are like puppies. Playful one moment, but much more docile after a good feed. Romain checks each of the cubs over before using ultrasound to check their brains. In an adult fox, the skull would be too thick for ultrasound to show much. But these cubs have paper-thin skulls, so he can get a good look inside their heads.
So the nifty thing with this is when they're very young, we can actually see inside the brain. Obviously in a couple of weeks' time, or once they're about between 2 and 3 months old, the skull becomes thick and calcified and the ultrasound won't go through. The only way to be able to see inside the skull would be to have a CT scan, and at £1,000 a pop we wouldn't be able to do that. But this only takes a few minutes, and it's obviously much better if we can pick this up early on. Eyes have only just opened, what a shock. Instead of mummy, you see us strange people. Good, none of them have got crusty paws. You've had a wee on yourself. Hey. It's fine, it's normal. There's no heart murmurs or anything, so that's good.
The 5 normal cubs are given the all clear, but then it's time for the runt to get the once over.
Her head doesn't look great. Okay, let's have a good look at you.
This little one, less than a quarter of the size of her brothers and sisters, has a very swollen head.
She's not very vocal, is she?
No.
Okay, just things that don't look normal always worry me. It's a little bit of a domey head, it's always suspicious. Right, okay, let's have a look at your brain. This brain doesn't look normal. See, it looks full of fluid. See that?
Yep.
So if I go inside, the brain is just a big sack of water, unfortunately. If I'm right here, I'll take some pictures and we can measure it, but she's got hydrocephalus.
The problem with hydrocephalus is by the time we can detect it, it's already damaged part of the brain. So that animal is never going to have the same mental capacities as a normal animal.
Hydrocephalus, or fluid on the brain, is a very bad prognosis.
I mean, she might have had a knock, and you could find it resolves. So, because she's so young, we might actually put her on anti-inflammatories, and if there was a little clot or something and it's blocking, it might actually resolve. Her behaviour is just not normal, is it? Not good, I'm afraid. I'll put her on a very high dose of anti-inflammatory. There's lots of things that can cause hydrocephalus. So if you've had a knock or a little infection, something, and you get the outflow blocked, you get an accumulated fluid. And if we resolve it very, very quickly in a young animal, they can actually do all right. If we don't get any progress in the next 4 or 5 days, then I will put her down. She's got no future.
Yeah. So it's just a matter of hoping Romaine's prescribed anti-inflammatories work and keeping everything crossed in the meantime. It's an emotional day at the centre, as it's departure time for their longest-term resident, Babe the Hedgehog, who's been here for 9 months.
So Babe was born at the centre, and it was me that took her on to hand rear her. But she's just so small. It just seems like a lifetime ago.
So she is tiny, isn't she?
Yeah, there's one where, yeah, you can kind of see the size of her compared to me holding her to what she is now. They are so delicate, and you know, you don't want to do anything to put them off feeding.
She was so
inside
cute.
of her little paw. So yeah, she was still completely, this was like a week or so later, she was still deaf, still blind. But more spikes, and you can see her skin starting to change colour. And this is her now.
Aww.
So this is just basically all Babe's feed sheets, her weights, what she was feeding since like she came in, her microchip number. So like you can see, like she was born on site like 14th August 2017 at 22 grams, and now she's leaving at 881. So a big change.
For the last few months, Babe has been living outside. She had to be moved to her own private enclosure as she was fighting with other hedgehogs.
Me and Babe went through a lot together. I think she's been like one of the longest resident kind of hedgehogs at the centre ever.
It's amazing. It's quite an achievement. It is probably one of the best things I've ever done since being here. She took up so much time, and when I first got her, she was on every hour feeds, like 0.1 of a mil, just every hour, just to kind of get her going. On night feeds for about 2 weeks, 12, 3 and 6 through the night, and then every 2 hours through the day. So it's been a long journey for her, but it feels great to finally get her going. She would have definitely died if we hadn't stepped in, so you know, this is her chance at life that she wouldn't have got otherwise.
With the winter over, the team are trying to release as many hogs as possible. Today, 6 will be set free in a wood near Dundee.
There's another 5 hogs coming with us. It's just such a nice place to release, and the weather's so nice, it would be a waste not to make use of such a nice day and a nice site for them. So the other guys have been waiting a long time to go as well.
After a quiet night inside, the Nightjar is being moved to an outside aviary.
Got a Nightjar sitting on my head. That's not something I've ever said before. So these guys normally just fly around at night time. During the day they just sort of sit very still, and they've got this sort of cryptic camouflage, so he probably doesn't think we can see him just now. He's just staying very still. It's a good technique normally, but not when you're on someone's head. When he was flying there, he was just totally silent, like quite like the owls and things like that. I think.
Really like delicate flying.
Yeah. So these guys hunt moths and things like that. So they've got to be really agile. And he's a male. We can see these white spots on his tail and on his wing when he was flying. Oh.
Don't net my head.
Up again. Oh, your turn, Larry. Oh, no.
Everybody's been one, but clearly not tall enough.
I think flight-wise, he looks like we probably could release him. I think we'll maybe just have to weigh him and check where he's at. With birds like this, they're quite hard, obviously, to look after in captivity. So if he's able to fly and to catch things on his own, that'd be great. That was amazing. Like when he was flying around, he was really sort of fluttery, like a moth or a butterfly or something. I've never seen a bird fly like that. That was absolutely great. Yeah. He's 55, so he's a wee bit lighter than average, but then that's an average. So if he can fly and he can hunt, then there's no reason he can't go and put that weight back on.
It's looking good for this little rarity, who has won the hearts of everyone at the centre, especially Head of Birds Lorraine.
16 years and I've never seen a nightjar ever. Absolutely fantastic experience, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. You know, and then you realise how privileged you are doing this job. It's really special job.
A wood near Dundee will be the new home for the centre's longest term resident, Babe the Hedgehog. The wood belongs to Rosie and Jimmy, who have devoted themselves to the wild animals living in it.
Jimmy and I, we've always been animal lovers. I was brought up in the Yorkshire Dales and had a taste of wildlife there, and Jimmy's grown up here in the village, and as a boy played in the woods and grown up with the wildlife too.
Rosie refuses to compromise her passion for nature despite having MS. Jimmy has rigged the wood with cameras so that Rosie can see the woodland creatures even when she's having a bad day and is unable to get out of bed.
Oh, it's a huge part of my life. I am very disabled, but knowing that the wildlife is there and the work that we do to help and protect and all the work that Jimmy does, it's just gives me something that means that my life is worthwhile.
Rosie spends 22 hours a day in her bed just looking out the window, so anything new that comes into the garden or any new interest that goes with that, lets her just do some research on it, lets her investigate it a wee bit more. It's just another aspect to her life.
The couple have agreed to let Colin and April release Babe into their wood and have promised to keep an eye on her.
Oh, babe.
Come on in. She's just the stroppy teenager. She's got the attitude problem. She's the youngest hog that anyone's ever got through. So she's the first newborn, yeah. So it's a big achievement, just even for the centre as well, you know, and this is just so nice here for her. I'm sure she's going to have a really, really, really great life here.
I think she will,
Yeah, and you can keep an eye on her for me.
Time for Babe to check into her new accommodation, which comprises a special hog box built by Jimmy.
Didn't even look back.
It's really important to get hedgehogs back into the wild, as in the UK their numbers have declined by a staggering 50% since 2000. It's because their natural homes of hedgerows and woodlands have decreased. Increasingly, gardens in towns and cities are a critical lifeline for this prickly customer, Britain's most popular mammal.
I make a joke about it, but she is like a proper hedgehog now. That's why she's so huffy. She just doesn't want any human contact near her, which is obviously amazing. So yeah, that's her. Get you started, Neely.
While April says her final goodbyes to Babe, Colin gets the other 5 hedgehogs settled in.
Hopefully that's him settled.
This place is just so nice, and just hearing from the guys about all the other wildlife that's coming in and out and the food that goes out. She's got it pretty good here.
Colin is also really happy with how today's releases have gone.
The hedgehogs are in really good condition. Staff at the centre have done a really good job as per usual. So yeah, the release site's great. Jim and Rosie are going to look after them so they'll get the best care possible. And the rest's up to them now.
Camera traps are put out to monitor how the hedgehogs will get on in the coming weeks.
A couple of camera traps been left, so we'll get some idea as to what's going on at night and when they're more active. And Jim and Rosie are going to feed them as well, so they're going to get plenty of support. So yeah, we look forward to seeing some interesting footage later maybe.
The orphaned foxes have been thriving under the care of the staff and are doing well. However, there has been some bad news.
So the wee girl, so she was, extremely stunted and she had quite an enlarged head. So when Romain scanned her, you could see quite an obvious hydrocephalus. So we gave her a couple of days on a kind of higher dose of floxicom, which is a painkiller and anti-inflammatory, to try and relieve any swelling or a possible knock that she may have had. But whatever it was, it obviously happened quite early on. So we put her to sleep and ended up, because there was no improvement and she did start to there was more kind of obvious behaviours and whatnot. So yeah, sad, but best thing for her.
Despite this sad news, there are still 5 healthy cubs to look after, and caring for quintuplets takes a lot of work. They've also been given names themed around movie spies. Meet Bourne, Ethan, Frank, Bond and Q.
They're now off the milk and they're on liquidised dog food. So we do mix the milk in with the dog food to start with, and then we gradually take the milk away. They just can't see very well at this age still, so we're still sort of needing to help them.
Look how he's changing.
They're so cute. They're very smelly, but it's so nice to see them develop and grow. They tend to go to sleep. Once their bellies are full, yeah, they'll go to sleep, but they tend to play fight for a while then go to sleep. They're just mad. Hopefully they'll go and sleep now.
2 days later, and the little foxes are ready to be moved from their cosy boxes into one of the centre's indoor enclosures.
Yeah, cool. Food's ready. Oh, it's so cold. So these guys are just getting moved out of their cage and they're going in a nice big pen. They're needing the space now, so they like exploring, and they're getting messy. So try and do this without too much carnage. Come here. Oh my God, they're so mad.
They're wilder than ever now.
Oh, here comes one. Oh my God. Please don't show this bit. Oh, they're mad. But they are good fun because they're really playful and things, but it's just carnage, especially getting them out of here. So they're going to enjoy their space, so it'll be nice to get them moved. So get them moved.
The cubs will spend the next few weeks in the pen where Nicola and Sheila will keep a close eye on them.
So this one's Frank. There you go. This is Ethan. And then this is Bourne. Oh, look. This. had characters from day one. So Frank, he's the bigger terror one, and Ethan's the wee sweetie pie. Born's like the sweet but naughty one. So yeah, they've all got characters.
Nicola leaves the little ones to settle in. They'll be inside for a few weeks before being moved to an outside paddock.
Oh, we could watch them all night. So cute. Get this cleaned.
Rewilding mammals like the foxes is one of the centre's specialities. Colin and the team have become world leaders in helping orphaned mammals like these foxes to learn the skills they'll need to survive in the wild. Once they're outside in the paddock, the team will completely withdraw to allow them to dig, play hunt and socialise, while still offering up regular meals. It's a very lengthy process, and for the larger mammals like otters, foxes and badgers, it can be many months before they return to the wild. It's been another busy day at the centre for Colin, but with the demands of wildlife, there's no clocking off. And he's got a 3-hour drive to release the aptly named Nightjar.
Well, it's now nearly 9:30. You know, we have to work ourselves around the animals' time. When this type of bird's particularly active, we wouldn't release it in broad daylight. That would be wrong. Yeah, if that means coming into the dark, into the dusk, that's what we do.
He's driven all the way to southern Scotland to meet Tony from the Forestry Commission.
Hi, Tony.
Hi, Colin. How's things?
Good, good. That's a very special little bird for you.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is an ideal spot.
It's a really good area because it's a lowland raised bog and there's a lot of dry heathland here. We've got a mixture of trees here, so there'll be a lot of good food source for the birds. But also, and most importantly, the habitat is ideal for them for nesting in. I would say we've probably got over 90% of the Scottish population that we're aware of.
Okay, so should we grab it?
Yeah, yeah. Be good to see.
What we can do. There he comes. Should do. Come on, Maisie.
Oh, yeah. It's making those already.
There you go, what do you think?
Lovely bird, yeah. Beautiful.
Amazing eye.
Beautiful.
Not a lot. When you're ready. Just thinking about it. Come on, mate. It was one of the concerns we had, keeping them too long. You could damage his feathers in the cages. We really wanted him away pretty quick. He's growling.
Pretty fine beak on them, haven't they? So you see the white spots, Colin, when he's flying there?
Yeah. Oh well, that's him away.
Good.
Release went well. The bird came out, sat on my hand, took its time, decided to go when it wanted to go, which is fine.
A slow release is always better when the bird's more comfortable to move off when it wants to move off, rather than just throwing it in the air and hoping for the best. The bird just gets acclimatised to where it is and it goes in its own time, which is always better.
It's another wild animal back to the wild, that's what we do it for.
It's been 3 months since April released Babe the Hedgehog at Rosie and Jimmy's woodland sanctuary. She's come back to see if the camera traps have captured any images of her former charge.
Looking forward to see what's been happening. With the amount we work at the centre, we never get to follow up and see how our animals are getting on.
Hi.
Hi, Jimmy.
How
are you? Especially me and Babe, like she was with me for so long and she was at the centre for 8 months and really did have a wee bond with her. So when you let her go, you just worry so much. So yeah, I hope she's alright.
Hi.
Hi, Rosie.
Pearl.
Have a squadge. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
I've
How you doing?
I've been really looking forward to this, April.
I know.
And we've seen Babe on quite a few occasions.
Yeah.
What's she up to?
Oh, she's just
Everything.
battering everyone.
She climbs into the deer's trough and sits and eats the deer's food.
See, if I knew she would have ate deer food, I would have just gave her deer food. I spent months trying to get that hedgehog to eat.
Right, April. Oh, that's good. Here's the fox. The fox is eating Babe's food.
Yeah.
That's where I put the food out for the hedgehog, and he's decided he's having it.
It's a big fox.
There's a deer's just behind.
Oh, yeah. Wow, look at him.
Oh,
Squirrely.
Here's
Black nose. Do you see the soil on its nose?
Yeah.
Come on.
Ah, Babe. Excellent.
Do you think it could be?
Well, I think the white marks on its back.
Oh,
there.
yeah. So
And, yes, here we go.
I can't remember her being that big.
Well, you've obviously done your job well.
Yeah. Oh, this is so nice. Oh, little itch. My faves.
Whoa, the back leg. There she is again. Fox v Hedgehog.
Yep. Each pretending the other one isn't
Yeah,
there.
it's brilliant the way they're just feeding together. That's it.
I can't believe how close she is to that fox.
The two
Just
of
still
them, they didn't bother
munching.
each other. Yeah.
So nice to see her. You know, you always just wonder, like, are they going to be all right? Are they going to be able to find, like, are they going to be cold? You just start thinking ridiculous things. But yeah, like, she's just living her best life.
Yeah.
It's so nice seeing it.
I'm just chuffed that she's using her wee house.
Yes.
I thought she would be like the rest of them and just take off into the wood.
I've told all my friends and family about our celebrity hedgehog.
You get me footprint autographs soon for her.
In the outside paddock, the family of 5 orphaned fox cubs have been enjoying the gorgeous weather, and they've been joined by another orphan. It's been over 4 months since they were found on a construction site in Edinburgh. Thanks to the time and effort put in by the staff at the centre, they're thriving. And today is release day.
Yeah, it's a big morning for the centre, to be honest. This is the first batch of foxes away, and it's always quite of a landmark. It means we're getting to that stage in the year where things are starting to go out. So all the work that's gone into rearing them, feeding them, getting them well, looking after them, comes to fruition.
Though the foxes have been lovingly hand-reared, Sheila and Nicola have been careful to avoid letting them get too used to human contact.
The animals are now wild. They were tame, they were bottle-reared, not anymore. So they don't want to be near us. So we've got to watch and use that in some way to try and catch them. But we've got to make sure that we understand they're wild and we don't do anything that might jeopardise their well-being, if you like.
And for Sheila, who's looked after them since they were tiny, this is a big moment.
So we're just going to head into the first fox release, so we're going to go and catch them all up, hopefully quick and easy, so the quicker the better, much less stress on the animals and less stress on us also. So we've got our cages and we've got our team, so what we're going to do is we're actually just going to herd them round the perimeter of the paddock, and hopefully Colin will catch them up quite swiftly and then we'll transport them to the cage. So hopefully it all just goes to plan and just nice and quick and easy.
These foxes move quickly, so the team will need to be fast. The group form a diagonal line across the paddock to force the animals to the perimeter. But foxes are extremely wily, so all 6 members of staff need to use all their cunning if they're going to capture them.
Watch his leg.
These foxes are as good as wild now and oblivious to the fact they're about to be released, and they really don't want to be caught. That's 2 foxes down, just 4 to go. The pole used to catch the foxes might look alarming, but it doesn't harm them and is the quickest method for catching, making it less stressful. There are just 2 foxes left to go, but one is really not for budging. Just one left to catch, but he's not surrendering easily.
Hold. Okay.
All 6 foxes have been safely captured. Taken into their transportation, they'll now travel the 50 miles to a special location where the landowner has given permission for the release.
Yeah, I think I get the easy bit because I just stand there with the grasper, but yeah, everybody else running round. Even Sheila does some running.
What?
I just said you do a lot of the running.
I think you said Sheila does some work.
Can't believe it's happening already. Seems like a lifetime ago we reared them, but can't believe it's the first fox catch up. They look so good, they're so big, so it was good, yeah.
While it'll be sad to see them go, it's satisfying to see that all the hard work has paid off. Though foxes are incredibly adaptable, this habitat is particularly suitable so they can build their dens underneath tree trunks and in the bracken. After an hour in the van with 6 foxes, the air is decidedly ripe.
Foxes just permanently smell. Get used to it though.
What we're going to do, we're going to put the 3 cages together, point them in a particular direction, and then one by one we'll open the front slider of the cage, then we'll lift the sheet back, which then exposes the foxes to the light, and that will hopefully encourage them to wander off in their own time.
The first one seems hesitant.
They're looking a bit confused, aren't they?
The next group bolt out, brimming with enthusiasm. and some just seem to want to savour the moment.
Oh, very steady.
Finally, all 6 foxes are released successfully into the wild, a far cry from their start to life on a building site.
Definitely releasing is the best part. It's what our jobs are for, getting these animals back to the wild. And I think just when it's your own hand-reared, it is that bit more special, so it's nice.
While foxes might not be everyone's cup of tea, especially in urban areas, hopefully these foxy pals will enjoy their new life in the wild.
And they've been together, and now they get released together, so hopefully that bond that they've formed will help them in the wild, and some of them may stay together. And it is an animal that's heavily persecuted, so by man, and we sort of feel that we're almost obligated to try and do good for them rather than bad. So it's got a particular sense of achievement there with the foxes.
And there's one last dog food treat from Nicola before she goes.
It just shows all the work we do. It doesn't imprint on them. They can, they act wild and everything. So, no, it's nice that they just run off. It just shows we're doing our job right.
The staff's put in a lot of time, a lot of effort, got them to this wonderful condition that they're in. They're in an ideal location. We can't do any more. They're free now. The rest's up to them. That's us. All done.
Thanks.
For Colin and the team, this is what makes their job worthwhile, and seeing the foxes trot off is the ultimate reward. They've been given a second chance, and now it's up to them to determine their own fate, back in the wild. Next time on Born to be Wild, baby badgers struggle with dinner etiquette.
This gets messy, doesn't it?
Lorraine serves up an in-flight meal.
This is a big step towards getting released. Make sure that they don't escape up the corridor.
And a group of young owls return to the woods.
Oh, that was amazing. Freedom.